Okay guys, I'm small and some people were asking for a video in English, a tutorial to install in Alcatel One Touch 918 a custom room. Then I will try to explain you what do you have to do to install this room correctly and don't have any bugs or problems during the installation or when you are using it. Okay, the first we have to do is download mini tool partition wizard. It doesn't matter if it's the full version or home version, both work very good. You have to download it. When you have it, the first we have to do is create two partitions from your SD card. Now I have to tell you that you need a SD card class 4 or up to. If it's class 5, 6, 7 or 8 is very good. I did not recommend use a SD card that don't use a class 4 because you can totally damage his format and can be used again. So please use a SD card class 4. Right, now we open the mini tool partition wizard and we are going to delete all. Remember, make a backup of your information from your SD card, then you can do this. Right, okay, the first partition we are going to create is FAT32 and as primary when say create this, and we are going to move the bar about the how many space we want to have in the first partition, the main partition, right, where you can keep files, photos and audio, I don't know, whatever. Then as you can see, you click OK, then it left some space. You select create and put yes. Remember, create both as primary, and in this case the second partition will be x2, right, will be x2. When you have all this your partitions, remember the first partition will be the main partition FAT32 as primary, and the second partition to increase your internal memory will be x2 and as primary too. Okay, you click on where say apply and wait for the change completed. You will have to wait a bit. I will pause the video meanwhile it's finished. Okay, as you can see, all pending changes successfully. You can now continue with the second part of the video. You have to pass to your memory some files. You have to download it. I will let it in the video description. So you have to pass some files to there. Remember, you have to pass to the USB card the tool for extract. You have to extract it from the RAR, and the touch recovery you have not to extract it, just pass it, just like you download it to the USB card. Now you have to pass the room to. The link will be in the video description. So remember, extract all the you have in the main in the rar, call it tool for X2. As you can see, I'm passing now the tool for inks X and those CMW 6.0.1.1 recovery. That recovery is for install the room. It's obligatory that you use it, that recovery. Then you have to pass the room. It have 116 megabytes. When you have all done, remember you have to extract it, the zips, the files. Yeah, okay. In the tool for Inks2, you have the VOC box and enable Inks2X. So let's begin with the part in the cell phone. Well, I'm in the cell phone now, and I will make some wipes. You have to wipe the user data to make a clean installation of a room. Remember, you have to make the wipes from user data. You have to wipe the cache. Remember, if you don't do this, maybe you have some problem when the room is installed. Then you go to advanced and wipe the Dalvik cache too for a clean installation. Now you have to install the recovery to install the room. So we're going to install zip from sdcard, and we are looking for it, the file, name it cm touch cm 6.0.1.1, and you install it. Then you back to the main menu and restart the recovery, restart the cell phone. As you know, you have to press button of on off and volume up, then press the button of home. Then as you can see, we have changed the recovery for one touch and guess more bigger letters. Then now we are ready to install the room. Now we have to look for the option install zip, then you enter it, then you press again, and it will be appear it will be appear just one at a time. Then you have to look for it. The file name it ICS. When you have it, you touch the button power to select it. You see ICS version 5 by Mark zip. That's that you have to look. Then when you press power, you will appear other menu, and you press yes, and it will be mounting the room. When it's finished, you have to restart the fan normally, and you will see the new bot animation at the beginning. As we can see here, it changed Fire Glory X, Alcatel mobiles, and it looks good, and the boot animation very cool too. The first time will not take so much time. If you have some problem here, you have to restart the cell phone, right? Then when it's ready, you have the wizard to go to setting up your cell phone. Then you press OK. It will looking for your carrier. Then you select your language. Yeah, I'm going to use English from UK. You select your keyboard. It have to. Then you mobile data connection if you want. Remember, you have to configure the APN and all you just put next. As you can see here, the room is already installed, but we have to check some very important. We want to increase our internal memory, and now we are going to use the second partition that we create on our SD card, right? Now we are going to look for settings. Let me check. Look for settings. It's right here. You get in applications and manage applications. We wait for it's getting in. As you can see, I don't have so much space, maybe 19 or 17 or 70 megabytes, so it's too poor for install application. Then now we're going to, as you can see here, is a SD card, and it has 6 point and don't have any space too. Well, now we have to install the BUC box, right? You remember we passed to our SD card the BUC box. As you can see here, we are watching the firmware and the version of the Android. Now we have to look for okay, right here we have to restart the cell phone. Just restart. If you want to restart the cell phone or restart you can turn off and continue again. Wait for the cell phone restarting. The next steps is install BUC box. BUC box is very important to increase our memory or internal memory, and that's very important. Why I restart the cell phone? Well, I restarted to all my settings, all my settings stay set, and prove that don't happen nothing, and all this as I setting up before. Well, as you can see here, the room is in. Have you see the locker? It's very cool. I select the launcher. I install a launcher before I restart. Now we have to look for in our memory the BUC box, right? We have to install the BUC box. As you remember, we passed it to the SD card at the beginning of the video, and now we open it. Here we wait for the open it, and we accept, or we give to the program super user permissions to work it as well. Well, we close the text lock and we proceed to install, and we wait a while to BUC box get installed on our cell phone. Then it says we already have it, and we proceed to back to getting out and restart the cell phone, right? We're going to check. We still don't have any space. Remember, the space you will have, it will be the same space that you put in your second partition in the wizard, in the minute to partition wizard, right? We have BUC box already installed. We are going to proceed to shut off this cellular. Then we wait a while. Okay, now we have to get in the recovery mode, pressing power and volume up, wait for the logo and press button home. Okay, we are going to install a zip that we passed in the beginning. We chose the zip and we look for enable ext. You have to look for it. This is the door, the room, this enable inks to ext that we are going to flash now, right? You have to select it with power button and yes, and power button again to install. As you can see, it's already installed, completed, and we are going to restart the cell phone. Okay, sometimes it will take a while, maybe 2 or 3 minutes restarting, so don't worry, it's very normal. But if the problem or it's stay looped there, you have to quit off the battery and we'll put again and put it again and put off and turn on the solar, right? As you can see, we are in again the launcher, Go launcher, it's still installed. Some people have some problem. Okay, the first time it will pass that, don't worry, some errors, that's normal because it's mounting the second partition. Don't worry, it's normal that appears some errors, right? You just put it back and you have to restart the cellular. Remember, you have to quiet the battery and put it again and restart the cell phone. Now I select the Go launcher to prove it that the applications are not gone, they're still there. It don't have any problem with the applications. Install it before or after I flash the zip to increase our memory or internal memory. We're going to set up to manage application to check our space in our internal memory, and voila, we have a lot of space to install many apps in our cell phone. Have 1.4 giga of space and internal and memory internal and internal memory, sorry, and I guess this will help you a lot to install many apps. Alright, if we are installing this custom ROM is for this. You can increase your internal memory, and I guess this is one of the main problem of the cellular, but with this I guess we already fixed it. Okay, I will this help you, and sorry but my English is not good, but I try to explain you what you have to do to install this ROM in your cellular, and it's very cool. If you like it, comment or like the video. If you have any question, there is a comment, and put your comment there if you have any problem. Okay, hope you enjoy the video. Thank you, see you later.